Yesterday was World No Tobacco Day. I'm joined in studio by the headmaster from Riverside College, Dave Swart, and one of the learners, Adam Edwards. And they're going to talk us through a sensory experiment that they went through yesterday that was quite eye-opening for all the learners. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Thank you for coming in. Now, yesterday was World No Tobacco Day, and Dave, you held a sensory experiment for your learners. Talk us through what was going on yesterday morning.
Okay, so we had an assembly in which we started off with a clip that we played of a sound that you would hear from somebody who has been smoking for a very long time and who has final stage emphysema. The most terrible rasping sound of this person trying to breathe. And we played that we asked everybody to close their eyes. We played it for them, and I left it playing for quite a while for it to sink in. When we then stopped the sound, we did an experiment that I'd like to do with you now. It was a breathing exercise that you need to breathe in quite deeply, hold your breath, let out some of the air, breathe in again, not let everything out, just until you feel the build-up in your lungs. It feels like your chest is tight, it feels like you can't get air. We then did that to demonstrate to them how that person would be feeling. It was quite eye-opening when we did it with the children. We expected them to laugh and to sort of act silly about it, but they were actually quite shocked by it. The next thing we did was that we passed around this jar of old
That looks really
cigarette.
nasty.
You need to take a sniff.
Do I have to smell this?
You need to take a sniff to appreciate it. And you can also have another sniff.
Damn it.
And the message that went out with this was that this is what you're going to smell like.
Yeah.
Your clothes, your motor car, your couches, your furniture, everything eventually smells like that. They were all completely grossed out by that.
Which is understandable.
Yes.
Adam, while you're pouring our tar into
that.
the receptacle there, what was your feeling like? What were you feeling when you were going through this experiment yesterday?
I was fairly intrigued because I never thought of smoking to be so detrimental to your health. But I was also grossed out because having this sort of substance in my body does not please me. I don't want to struggle to breathe every day. So it was definitely eye-opening.
Yeah. Have you been tempted to smoke by your peers in the past?
Never.
Never.
Mm-mm.
Do you have maybe friends or people who run in your circles who have tried smoking?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
So I would have to say no.
I myself, up until very recently, was a smoker. This whole experience has actually brought me to a point where I've decided to stop smoking so that I can be a role model for the students that I teach. It's not an easy thing to do. So the message for everybody out there just is, you know what, before you even start, think about it.
Now, Adam, what have you taken away from the whole process? I mean, you've gathered a bunch of information, you've submitted it to your teachers and headmaster, you've gone through this experience. What have you taken away when it comes to smoking?
Not only is smoking bad for your health and just bad in general, it's also very expensive.
Let's talk about the cost, because you drove that home to your students. How much does it cost to be a full-time smoker?
At 35 Rand a day, in a month it could cost you close on 1,000 Rand. Over the year it's 12,000 Rand. Over 5 years it's 60,000 Rand. And we asked them what could they do with it. And we had suggestions of going overseas, extending your motor plan for your motor car if it's necessary, buying a motor car. If you're a person that smokes for 5 years at school and you're a full-time smoker, you could, by the end of grade 12, you could buy yourself a motor car. There were suggestions of buy Christmas presents for the whole family during the year. So those are all things that they thought about. So I think that's what sort of makes it come home, is that they are thinking about it. We are not just telling them that you can do this and you can do that.
Now, World No Tobacco Day is over, and so is World No Tobacco Month. How do we carry these learnings throughout the rest of the year?
by just keeping on with the same message.
Yeah.
Without nagging them, but
That's important.
by
I think.
yes, because you know what, the worst thing a smoker wants is to be nagged.
Yeah.
But yes, just making them aware of it in different ways all the time, just keeping up with it.